Welcome to the 100 Grand Man Podcast. I am your host, Reggie Lewis. This is the podcast where we talk sports, politics, and entertainment, mainly politics. Sometimes we'll talk about a sporting event or a sports scandal, some entertainment scandal, but rarely we mainly talk about politics. And the reason why we say sports and entertainment because sometimes they collide. And no matter if you're a sports figure or entertainment figure, your voice and your opinion matters. So I want you to hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to help this channel grow. We're going to keep the music out there and we're going to weed this fascist regime out. We got a news night with Abby Phillips. Y'all going to notice I like to do a lot of reaction videos because I want you to see exactly who these people are and the type of rhetoric or facts or logic that they like to spew out there. And the one thing about this show, Abby comes with her facts. This is not Fox News, whereas though it's a one-sided affair. This is a show whereas though you're not going to come in here and just say anything and steer the American people wrong. She comes with her facts. And I like to follow this show and give reactions of it because that's what I like to go off. I like to go off of facts and logic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the person who's talking, is listen to the music. Excuse me. Listen to the message. Listen to the facts. Listen to what's out there, factual, not propaganda, not misinformed information. So we had, like I said, we had news night with Abby Phillips. Let's go.
Tonight, not letting go. Sources tell CNN that Donald Trump is privately lashing out at Republicans who publicly condemned a racist video he shared on social media that depicted the Obamas as apes, questioning their loyalty and even vowing consequences for them. Among those senators is Katie Britt, who Trump has declared is dead to him. Her office slammed that account as fake news. And then there's Senator Tim Scott, the Senate's only black Republican, whose response Trump has privately claimed fueled nationwide attention to this story. One senior Trump administration official tells CNN that Trump felt that Scott could have handled the matter privately, adding, quote, "He was like, we work together all the time. He didn't need to comment publicly." Now, Senator Scott's office declined to comment. However, CNN's intrepid reporters do have this reporting about it. It says, as the video was first gaining traction, Scott, who speaks to the president regularly, privately reached out at first, a source familiar said. He was unable to get a hold of the president, so he took to X. That got Trump's attention. He later called Scott, with whom he had a close personal relationship, and told the South Carolina Republican he was planning to have his team remove the post. It is not true that Tim Scott is the reason that this blew up. The reason it blew up is because it was racist. And it was posted on social media.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not trying to hear that shit. Tim Scott, you know, this is I try my hardest not to be irate or cuss a lot on here. You know, it comes out, but Tim Scott, you know what you can do. Point blank, period. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. You know why he said something about Obama? Like, far as like he think he got the Obamas back, is because we all know he is probably the most popular African American running around here. He's probably the one person that they can't get away with that racist shit. So Tim Scott chose that side. But where was he at when he was going on Ilhan Omar? Where was he at when he was talking about Jasmine Crockett? Where was he at when he's talking about Lisa Cook? Where was you at then? Where was you at when he laid off 400,000 black women in the federal government? Where's those tweets and stuff at then? See, I'm going to call him as it is. I'm going to call him out. And that's exactly what this podcast is about. We're going to weed this racism out. And no, your boss is racist, and you turn your head to when he say racist stuff, and now all of a sudden you think because you said something about what he put that dumbass monkey on Obama's that count for something. No, it don't. Stay over there. We don't need you over here defending Obama. And for the white lady to sit there and say they don't debunk that as fake, no, you know it's true. He gonna say she's dead to her because she went against that. When a person tells you and shows you who they are, believe them. Stop sugarcoating it. He's a racist.
The racist video was posted, but the fact that people called him out for it, that is putting them on his enemies list, that's wild.
I think what is most disturbing is the number of Republicans who didn't condemn what he tweeted, right? It's horrifying that in this day and age, that even racism seems to be partisan these days.
Wow.
And by the way, this is a large-scale trend with Donald Trump, whether it be pardoning January 6ers who are wearing shirts that say Camp Auschwitz on it, whether he dines with Holocaust deniers. This notion that Donald Trump is some tolerant human being is completely dispelled every day, and people need to wake up.
Well, I think he's playing to a base that really loves this, and that's really, really tragic.
I mean, I'm sitting back going, yep. I mean, Donald Trump has been doing things like this for longer than we've all been alive, okay? Donald Trump is a racist. He's been a racist his entire life, and yet people are still shocked when he does things like this.
I'm not
How
shocked.
many times? I mean, Dan, you're right. Where the hell are the rest of the Republicans? The Republican Party that I was once a part of would have never tolerated this. At least most of them wouldn't have. All the way back to when they ran the John Birch Society out, way back when. None of this was okay. And those who did think it was okay, they were quiet and over there in the corner and nobody really talked to them. But mainstream Republicans, they should be ashamed of themselves that they're sitting here and not standing up and defending Tim Scott and everyone else, saying, this is absolutely unacceptable. The President of the United States is once again sullying the office of the presidency, but yet they're the ones that are going to have to live with the legacy of supporting a blatant racist, not once, not twice, but 3 times now that he ran for office and now he's our president.
Tara hit it on the nose. He's racist. And he's been racist long as a lot of us, including me, been alive. Judge Hatchett said it on the nose. I've been saying this in a lot of my videos. He's not doing this, so he doesn't say this type of stuff to cater to Democrats, to cater to Black people, to cater to Spanish people, to cater to women. He's catering to his cult. He know he's gone as of now. But he's definitely working on a strategy on staying there, because at the end of the day, y'all thought January 6th was something. No. Let him get to the point where as though he's going to try to finesse that racist Supreme Court he got intact, where as though he want to stay in. And a lot of people be saying like, yo, he's not racist. He's not. Like one guy, I refuse to give you that much clout and say your name, going to say, well, the wages is up and he sent money to the HBCUs. What? Boy? This is what we go through. This is what we go through. They sit up there and see the signs, they hear the rhetoric, they see the disrespect, they see the racism, and they whitewash that to go through a point. Well, you know he did this, so that doesn't count. Yeah, you're right. He did give money to the HBCUs. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't say that, right? The HBCUs. Yes, he did. But he also trying to take away Black history. Yes, he did. He also worried about our Black museums. Yes, he did. He's also trying to make it seem like slavery, we shouldn't be talking about it. Yes. So forget that part. Forget that part. He's also degrading our Black women that's in power, that's literally got in positions. Forget that part though, right? No, we're never going to forget that part because it's a body of work. It's not no, okay, well, you said these 5 racist things, so we're going to take that one good thing and we're going to say, no. So if you smack a woman 5 times, but you be loyal to this one, then smack a woman 3 times and then be loyal to this one, you gonna call him loyal? No, you're gonna call him a woman beater. That's just an analogy I was trying to give y'all. But Mother Jones, she took out an article, Trump's white nationalist agenda. It's just crazy how This guy always been doing this. And he just surrounds himself for years. Trump has surrounded himself with right-wing ideologies like Stephen Miller, whose penchant for citing white nationalist websites in policy discussions was undercover during Trump's first term. Now America sees the impact of the belief in sum game. For one group to win, others must lose. For one group to win, others must lose. Hayes concludes in a interview with Eric K. Ward, executive vice president of Race Forward and Racial Justice nonprofit. This administration has no solution. Ward explains. In the meantime, what they seek to do is distract us, which is true. I'm gonna give them money, or I'm a pardon this black man for in jail, and then turn around, call Elon Omar trash, scum. She should get deported. Somalians is trash. Their whole country is trash. When a person tells you and shows you who they are, believe them.
There is a
This is what you get.
broader trend also
Is it
of
there?
turning a blind eye to people who have, alleged or arguably white nationalist sentiments. In this case, now nominating one of them for a top post at the State Department. I'm going to play this interaction that Senator Chris Murphy had with a man named Jeremy Carl, who is up for a post, and he's been found by RK File to have said all kinds of, sexist, racist things, all sorts of things. Here's the exchange.
I would say that the white church is very different than the black church in terms of its tone and style on average. Foodways could often be different.
And those
music
are being
different.
And those are being erased.
Music could be different. Well, if you look at the Super Bowl halftime show, which was not in English this year.
So our ability to access white churches or white food or white music is being erased.
I'm actually, of course, not a racial nationalist, which I'm not. I'm a civic nationalist. I am concerned with the majority common American culture that we had for some time that through particularly mass immigration, I think has become much more balkanized, and I think that weakens us. And again, I'm not running away from that comment. I'm not apologizing for it.
I'm not a white nationalist. I'm a civic nationalist, but sit there and spew all types of racist rhetoric. Go talk about the church and the culture and the food. Like, are you crazy? Then they gonna make it seem like their culture is being extinct. Hello, how many white billionaires compared to black billionaires? How many white millionaires compared to black millionaires? How many owners compared to black owners? How many exec compared to black execs? Sorry, sir. Y'all are not going extinct. Y'all are the bosses. Y'all not extinct. It's just sad how they're not scared to literally spew this BS no more. They're not scared. They're going to literally say it no matter if it's in front of a committee, on social media, an interview, on TV, in crowds, in rallies, all that stuff that back in the day, whereas they used to be terrified to say, like they are on the Democrat side, because they know they even attempt to talk like this on our side, we getting them up out of there. But over there, they applaud that. Over there, they cheers that. Over there, they turn a blind eye to that. When Kirk was shot, they had liberal, not media, not representatives, not senators, governors, not people in position, was saying like as if like that's what he get in karma, what goes around come around. It was literally like civilians and people just saying that in like on social media, and they tied that to the administration. This administration need to turn down the rhetoric. You never heard. Show me a video where as though you heard anybody like in a hearing like that, where as though he's trying to get nominated, that talked like that publicly, consistently. It won't backtrack it. We don't do that. That's one thing that we don't do.
He says there, as he tries to clean up, he's not a racial nationalist. He's a civic nationalist, but he has also said we either win or die. He has written in his book, white Americans are increasingly second-class citizens in a country their ancestors founded and in which, until recently, they were the overwhelming majority of the population. We've come a long way from the days when we were securing the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, as the preamble to the Constitution put it. I am. A lot of people are shocked that this is he's even sitting in a Senate confirmation chair.
Yeah, well, right when we're told that bipartisanship is dead, this guy is bringing Republicans and Democrats together, and his nomination will likely go down in flames and not even get out of committee thanks to Republicans voting against him.
So what you give him a cookie?
But what does it say?
Wait a minute. Are Republicans supposed to be against someone like this? I mean, we're supposed to give Republicans a gold star for actually saying, you know what, we don't want a blatant racist in a taxpayer position in the government.
He was nominated.
Did y'all see how he rolled his eye? You know, that had me thinking about my daughters when they was young, rolling their eyes. So you want a pat on your back for them having a bipartisan of not inducting or confirming a racist? This is what they become. Not that it's natural, or he shouldn't even been there speaking to them, honestly. But that's your boy. That's Trump. That's what he do. That's what he need on his team. That's what he need in his ticket. And he been doing this for a while. Numerous individuals in Trump administration have been linked to racist activity. Reports indicate that many appointees have expressed bigoted beliefs or have ties to racist groups. For instance, a study by the Southern Poverty Law Center identified personnel who embraced conspiracy theories and racism during Trump's second administration. Additionally, a comprehensive list compiled by various sources documents over 200 instances. Not one, not two, not three, not 10, not 20, 200 instances of racism associated with Trump and his administration from January 2017 to August 2018. This pattern suggests a significant presence of individuals with racist ties within the administration. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. Don't look at it because it doesn't apply to you. Don't look at the situation, well, it didn't hit your home. Don't look at the situation where it's it ain't got nothing to do about me. No, it does. Humanity. The number one position in the world, not the United States, not Asia, not Russia, India, no, none of those other countries. The number one position in this world is the American president. So that position, that person should be held to the highest standard, the highest morality, the highest respect, the highest degree of humanity towards every living being, except the United States of America when it comes to Trump. That's my show. I want y'all to hit the like, subscribe, keep the channel growing, and I'll be back.
Yeah,